Hey everyone, how's it going? In my last video I said I was going to try and do a video like at least twice a month. So I thought I'd give you a short update on work in progress. Let you know what I'm working on at the moment. I'm pretty eclectic as far as what I work on. I don't do set projects per se. It's pretty much whatever I'm in the mood for, and my mood seems to change a lot. So I've got all kinds of stuff in various states of finish. What I have on my workbench right now are a bunch of rebased Mage Knight miniatures. Some of these guys have been primed, you can see, so I can repaint them. These guys, these are all for Warlord, which is a Reaper's game. A most awesome game too, I must admit. But some of the Reaper stuff, although I love their miniatures, is a bit pricey. So I've been getting Mage Knight guys and either just rebasing them and as is, like these guys, they're not going to get repainted. But since they have like a desert look to them, they're going to be my Kamzan dervishes for the Nefzikars. So I got 6 of those guys. These are all like $1 a piece, so you can't beat that at all. This big dude here is like a dragon mummy guy. I'm gonna fix up his face because he's all black, and his hands, and probably shine up his weapons a little bit. But he's gonna be my bone horror for the Necros for Warlord, because the bone horror's got wings and has a fly, so he's got wings. And to be honest, I think the bone horror figure for the Necro army kind of sucks. I think it's pretty ugly looking, so he's going to be it once I bone up his face and hands a little bit. This guy is going to be, what's his name, Therrien? He's a vampire mage for the vampires, so I'm not going to do too much with him. I'll probably fix up his skin and get rid of that frosting on his bottom from the super glue along the bottom of his robe, which is pretty easy since he's black. Fix that sleeve too. I don't know why they gave him a brown sleeve on that arm. What's up with that shit? But I'll fix him up a little bit. This chick, well, there's an assassin chick for the Darkspawn who has the regular figure has 2 blades in it, a blade in each hand, so I figured this one will work. There again, I'll tweak it up, fix it up. Overall, the Mage Knight miniatures, they had some pretty nice sculpts. But you know, being mass painted in a Chinese sweatshop, that's the kind of paint jobs you get. These guys are going to be imp warriors for the Darkspawn again. So these 3 I primed. These 2 I tried painting without priming. Just left them. They come black with almost no color to them at all. So I just threw some red over the black to see how it looks. Looks like frack. But that's only 1 coat. And I'm just painting these guys with this stuff. General purpose crafting paints. I usually use this kind of stuff for terraining because, you know, the little hobby paints, $3, $3.50 for a tiny little bottle. And terrain usually sucks up a lot of paint. So these things are, it's like $1.29 for this big bottle. So, and because it's general purpose, this shit sticks to almost anything. So a lot of this stuff goes for training, but I'm using it on these guys for now. These guys will be spectral minions for the Necropolis sect again. It's a spell, and if you roll good enough, you can get up to 6 guys. I only have 9 of these guys, but I do have some other dudes, but I don't know where I put them right now. Otherwise, I'd show you what they look like. You saw them in the video. They're kind of white and green and ghosty looking. But that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, and I started this too. A little ruined 15mm building. It's just got some rough base coating. That's all it is right now. And even finish all the rough base coating. All the edges and shit still has to get done. So it's kind of clean and squeaky right now. But this is all done with those crafting paints for now. Some washes, some dry brushes. It'll look a lot better. I'm not trying to go for a golden demon award-winning paint job, you know. As long as it looks decent on the table, I'm happy with it. But that's kind of what I'm dicking around with right now. I have other stuff that I'm trying to sort of finish, but like I said, it just depends on what mood I'm in. I still got this guy to finish. He's a Ghast from Reaper. I was going to use him as grave rot, you know, because he's got his hand up in the air and it looks like he's leading the challenge, or leading the charge rather. But I found a better guy for grave rot. Again, it's a Reaper figure. Yep. So just drag my little cart over here. It's on wheels. If it wants to drag, there we go. This is the guy I've been using for my grave rot. It's Reaper had a fantasy figure called a clay golem, and when they did their chronoscope line, they took their clay golem, threw a mohawk on him, and they called it a lab mutant. So yeah, good repurposing of their own figures. So I'm using this guy's grave rot because he just looks really cool and massive, and that mohawk just is way cool too. So, but you see, I got to do his face, his eyes, and his mouth aren't done yet. I got to do that with all my Ghasts. They're all hiding over here behind the paint. But y'all got to get their faces done still. Otherwise, those guys are done. Here's some more Mage Knight guys I was repurposing for Warlord. I think those are called Skulkers, these guys, in Mage Knight. But I thought they'd make really cool Ghouls. And there again, they're fairly dirt cheap. I'm watching this through the back of the screen on the camera, so if it goes out of focus, I'll have to reshoot it. We'll see. But anyway, these are just, I only started 3 of them, kind of just as a test to see how they look. And I'm going to try doing the dip wash with them to see how that comes out instead of using a regular wash. I usually use, these washes are from the War Store. I can't remember the name of them right now. I think it's like Dottie's Magic Mix or some shit like that. It's got Neil's wife's name. I know it's Dottie, I think. But anyway, they're fairly inexpensive, and you get a pretty big bottle. I usually mix it. I don't use it straight. I've tried using it straight, and it's hella strong. So I'll give it like a 50-50 or a 60-40. No, I don't measure it. I just eyeball the shit, you know? But this is my little cart with other shit that I'm working on. Let's see, these are some Brigade models, 15mm guys. They just got their wash, a black wash I put on that. So it still has to get some more dry brushing and some more, see the tires aren't done. And it's got to get finished up. It's almost, you know, halfway. This one, these are from Combat Wombat. I don't know if you do 15mm sci-fi, you should really check out Combat Wombat. That's the name of his website too. He makes these little resin 15mm sci-fi vehicles, and they're really nice. He does a seriously excellent job on them, and it's not his regular gig, you know. This is just something he does on the side for fun, and he's a gamer too. But this one's got a wash. You see, I didn't finish the bottom part. I just washed the top part with some black. That's a thinned out black too. So I might give it another one, darken it up a little more. Then I'll hit it with some highlights. But you can see the difference between one that's washed and one that's not washed. The wash really makes a big difference. It makes it, I think, that a lot nicer, and it's pretty easy. There again, like I said, I'm not, you know, trying to paint for competition. As long as it looks nice on the table, looks decent. I'm not trying to make museum pieces out of everything. I have way too much shit to paint to try and give it that kind of a killer paint job. These are some Reaper Cryptbats. They're again for the Necropolis army. They're like half done, sort of. I haven't worked on these guys for probably a year. They've just been sitting there collecting dust. But they're pretty cool sculpts. I took an old GW head from Games Workshop, I think from the Mordheim box set actually, and stuck a head in this guy's hand. That way, though not exactly the same, and they do have different skin tones, but it's kind of hard to tell, I guess, on cam. But I still got to get a leader for them. The leader guy I picked for these guys isn't a Reaper miniature, but he's put away right now. Got some more 15mm. These are from Brigade models. Tanks, wheels. These are from Therrien. I bought 2 of these things. They had a painting contest like a year ago. Yeah, you can tell I didn't enter it, did I? But that didn't quite work out. More Reaper, undeads, some cavalry, just rough base coating. Doing all these little straps is a pain in the ass. So doing undead horses isn't any easier than doing regular horses. But I got 3 of those guys in there. Sergeant to finish. The Dust Devil for the Nepsakar. This guy is an Ogre for Revan. I don't play Revan, but I just really like the Ogre figure. I think it's a really cool looking figure. He's got a really cool pissed off look on his face. This was just an experiment with the black wash. I wanted to see how it would look over skin. My buddy says it looks good. I think it looks like shit. So he needs a repaint. He needs to get repainted. But he's got all kinds of detail on him. He's a nice figure. Let's see. Move this shit out of the way. Some more Brigades. 15mm. Little Doom Buggies. I have 2 more of these with the rocket launchers. I got 2 with machine guns this time. They're all lead. So that's pretty much what's on my workbench. I got some 6mm stuff that's been sitting here forever. It's got dust on it. Therrien the Death Knight. I got a Mage Knight proxy for him that looks pretty good, so there's a good chance he won't get painted. These are undead for Celtos. I picked them up off of eBay like this. They're partially finished. They don't really need too much to finish up. Kind of dark though. But that's kind of like what's on my cart right now. What I'm sort of working on. When the mood hits me, I'll switch off to different things. Let's see. This guy is for a Song of Blades and Heroes scenario. I was going to do him. And then I got 4 pack mules that need to get painted also. That goes with that cart. And I was going to have like a baggage train kind of thing going, and have somebody defend it and have somebody raid it. The raider's objective isn't to kill, it's actually to steal. So we'll see how that works out. What else do I got up there? I got some Flames of War miniatures. Couple things primed up, but nothing would paint on it yet. I don't play Flames of War per se. Actually, I don't play Flames of War, but I've always enjoyed building armor kits. I used to build a lot of Tamiya model kits when I was a kid. I always liked the German armor. This is a British armored car. But I just enjoy painting the tanks and armor and stuff, so I just buy them to paint them. Got a couple Crusader 2s in the mail today. Or not today, today's Sunday. Yesterday, Saturday. So that's what I'm working on. Oh, I did score. We went to a flea market yesterday, a real big flea market here in Hartville, Ohio. I don't live in Hartville, but it's about an hour away maybe. But anyway, it's a huge flea market. Absolutely frickin' huge. Took us 5 hours to walk through everything. And I scored, man. Check that out. How cool is that? Mechagodzilla 2. And in pretty good shape, too. He's not chewed on. He's not worn out. He's got no dirt dents, dings that aren't supposed to be there. Got him for a mere $8, so that's a pretty good deal. Alright, I got like 14.5 minutes on this thing. Alright, I wasn't planning on babbling this long. So that's what's going on right now at my paint desk. If you want, let me know what you're working on. That's always cool. And we're playing a game this Friday, so I should have a new bat rep video up shortly thereafter. Till next vid, take it easy. See you later. Bye.